Hi, welcome to Breathing Room. I'm Liz Foss. Today I'm going to be leading you through some mindful movements. And from all these positions in this video, we're going to be standing and moving with our body, usually staying in one place. So there will be some time for adjusting, but if you're more comfortable or feel more stable sitting down, there is also another video you can check out that has many of these mindful movements, but from a seated position. All right, let's go ahead and get started by putting our feet about hip width apart. So we'll start with our feet like that. Try to rest your weight in your heels for most of these positions. There will be some where we rock a bit forward onto our toes and back onto our heels when we move forward and back. But for most of these, we want to rest in the stability of our heels. You'll also want a slight bend in your knees. And then you'll want to tilt your tailbone up and under. So kind of a tilt forward. And from this position, we're going to just start by doing some twisting and tapping. So you're just gently tapping across the front and back of your belly and lower back. Taking just some breaths as you go, in and out of your nose. And then we're going to move up to where we're just going to gently tap under our collarbone. So moving that hand up, and you'll see my back arm is crossing again and tapping at the opposite part of my lower back. So just twisting and tapping. And now we're going to reach up and pat ourselves on the back, just over the shoulder. So up and over. And then back to under the collarbone. And then just back to your belly and back. And just breathing your natural breath, your regular breathing. And then just slow yourself to a stop. And maybe take a deep breath. If you have your hands out to the side, fingers wide, maybe you'll notice some tingling, maybe some movement in your fingers and palms, maybe up through your arms and shoulders. So we're going to be doing some activating movements, some stretching movements. And all these movements will help us increase our energy and give us an outlet for our stress. All right, the next one we're going to do is to keep your hands just in front of you, just like we were doing. But we're actually going to kind of float our hands like we're drifting them across the top of the water. And you'll notice my wrists are sort of twisting as I go. This can also be a pretty standard dance move. If you have any events coming up, now that events are starting, people are gathering, dancing in public, you can apply this one. Just sort of take a second to notice the air moving by your fingers, by your palm, back of your hand. If it helps you to sort of visualize that your fingers are drifting across the surface of the water. Okay, and slow yourself to a stop. And again, just notice if you notice anything, any movement or energy in your body. Okay, and our next one, we did some twisting with our spine. Now we're going to do what's called spinal cord breathing. We're actually going to inhale and open up and look up at the ceiling or sky. And then as we exhale, curve down and around, tucking that tailbone under. So inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Just continuing in your own time, taking it nice and easy. Remember, we're not striving to do anything. Just meet your body where it is. Stretching out that upper back, shoulder, neck, front of the spine, chest, and rib area. Okay, and let's do 2 more. Inhaling in, exhale out. Excellent. So we did some twisting to open up our spine. We did the front and the back of the spine. And now we'll do some movements to help open up the lateral part and our side body. So we're going to stay in the same position and just reach up and up to the ceiling, up. You'll notice I'm keeping my hands sort of up, almost at my shoulder length, a little bit below. Reaching up like you're picking cherries or fruit. Stretching out that side body, shoulders, neck, front of the chest, and our arms. Okay, 1 more each side. And relax. And let's just take a deep breath in. Roll those shoulders back and down. And the next one we're going to do is just shaking. So we're just going to shake to activate our body, get some energy in, and also to release some stress. So you're just going to shake your body, bending from your knees, keeping your feet stable, shaking those hands, shaking those arms, shaking those wrists out. And let's take a deep breath in and exhale out your mouth. Releasing that stress, activating and energizing. All right, 3 more. And just slow yourself to a stop. Notice if you notice a difference between the other activities we've done, movements we've done, and now. If you notice any difference, there's more tingling in your hands. If you feel a bit more relaxed after those sighs out, if you let some stress, some bit of your hard day out, just take a second to notice. All right, and as we go, if you need to shift in your feet, don't feel like you have to just stay rigid and be uncomfortable. Shift in your feet if you need to reset yourself. And we're gonna, again, that stable position, right in our heels. And we're gonna start some movements to pair our breath with some movements. And we'll be using mostly, everything will be coming through our arms. We'll be doing some twisting. We'll also be coming up and down, but most of that movement is going to be coming from the hips up. So again, soft knees, slight bend, tuck that tailbone under. And as I mentioned before, some of these are going to bring us forward onto our toes and back onto our heels. But mostly, as you're readjusting or as you're moving, try to put your weight into your heels. All right, let's start with this first one. You're going to be taking a deep breath in. Raising your hands up past your torso, past your face when you switch them up, like you're pushing up a ball all the way up above your head. And then As you exhale, bring them down. Start to turn them as you pass your face, palms facing your torso as you go down, and then rest them like you're holding a ball or a bowl below you. Okay, so inhale, hands face in, twist as they go past your head, up, keep inhaling, a little space in that breath. Exhale down. Inhaling up. Exhale down. And give a second for that pause at the top of your breath before you exhale. And at the bottom of your breath before you inhale again. All right, last one. Inhale up. And exhale down. Remember, rotate those hands facing the heart and torso, and then rest back in those heels. Just take a moment to notice your hands. Maybe your hands feel a little bit weighted right now. Notice any sensations there. All right, and relax your body. Okay, the next one we're going to do is going to go the opposite way. We're going to bring our hands in, backs of palms face each other, bring up. Similarly, we're going to be breathing in, exhaling down as we float the hands down. Bring them back together in. And exhale. In and out. And in and out. This movement's called the fountain. You can see the fountain coming up and raining down. Don't forget to have that weight back in your heels. All right, last one. And just rest your hands here. Take a moment to notice how you're feeling with each of our flowing movements. We'll just take a moment to rest between. Okay, so we've gone up and in and out. Now we're going to move across. So for this one, you're going to take your hand, the back of your hand coming across, and then rotate your hand and pull across your chest like this. And as this hand goes out, the other hand is coming out and back, rotating, pulling across. The other one's coming out, pulling across. And if you to have your breath go with this flow, maybe inhale one direction, exhale the other direction. Inhaling, exhale. back of the hand, twisting, pulling across, palm facing, back of the hand, twist, palm facing. And just let it flow to your breath in your own time. Another sweet dance move you can start incorporating into your social scene or your at-home dancing, frankly. Okay, one more each side. And then just come back to center. And maybe rest your hands just over your heart. Not touching, just resting right over the chest area and heart area. Okay, so we've kind of gone from the inside out and back and forth. And we're going to do a couple more. And this one we're going to start from the outside, pulling in. So as you take a deep breath in and out, palms facing the face, chest, torso, and then resting down as we go out, up and down. Inhale up, exhale down, inhaling up, exhaling down, inhaling up, exhaling down. Resting in those heels. One more. And then just crisscross your hands and rest them right below your belly button, and your lower abdomen. Bring your feet closer together, not to where you can't stand, and then just relax your feet and legs. Just take a few deep breaths, gathering all that energy we created, letting it settle into your body. And you might notice your body sway a little bit as you breathe in and out here, and that's totally fine. Just allow it to happen. And relax your hands. Step your foot out. Thank you so much for joining me for that mindful movement practice. Again, if you'd like to try this from some seated positions, that might be a little break in your day from sitting at your desk, or at just a little break when you can't get up and move around by standing, maybe on an airplane. Some of these will be a little tricky on an airplane. It's better to stand up by the bathroom and give it a try. You can check out the seated mindful movement practice. Thank you. Enjoy the day.